The porcupine is one of nature's most fascinating creatures, known for its unique and formidable defense mechanism, its quills. These large rodents belong to the families Erythazontidae New World porcupines and Hystricidae Old World porcupines, and are found across various continents, including North and South America, Africa, and Asia. With over 30 species, porcupines vary widely in size, habitat, and behavior, yet they all share the common characteristic of being covered in quills. Physical characteristics: porcupines are medium to large rodents, with some species growing up to 90 centimeters 35 inches in length and weighing as much as 18 kilograms 40 pounds. They have a stout, rounded body, short legs, and a small, blunt head. Their most distinctive feature, of course, is their quills' sharp, needle-like structures that cover much of their body. Depending on the species, a porcupine can have anywhere from a few thousand to over 30,000 quills. The quills are modified hairs coated with thick plates of keratin, the same substance that makes up human hair and nails. While they vary in length and color among different species, quills are usually brown, black, or white, and are often banded in a pattern that provides camouflage. Contrary to popular belief, porcupines cannot shoot their quills at predators. Instead, the quills detach easily upon contact, embedding themselves into the skin of an attacker and causing painful wounds. Behavior and lifestyle: porcupines are generally nocturnal, spending the majority of the day resting in trees, burrows, or caves, depending on the species. They are solitary creatures, except during the mating season or when raising young. Porcupines are slow movers and rely heavily on their quills for protection. When threatened, they may stamp their feet, rattle their quills, or even emit a foul odor to deter predators before resorting to using their quills. Despite their formidable defense mechanisms, porcupines are not aggressive animals. They prefer to avoid confrontation and will often climb trees or retreat to their burrows to escape danger. If cornered, a porcupine will turn its back to the threat, raise its quills, and lash out with its tail to ward off the attacker. Feeding habits: porcupines are herbivores, with a diet consisting primarily of leaves, herbs, twigs, and bark. In North America, porcupines are particularly fond of pine needles and tree bark, which they chew on with their large, strong teeth. This feeding behavior can sometimes cause damage to trees, especially in winter when other food sources are scarce. In the wild, porcupines have a significant impact on their ecosystem. By feeding on trees and plants, they help control vegetation and promote new growth. However, their feeding habits can sometimes bring them into conflict with humans, particularly in areas where they may damage crops, gardens, or wooden structures. Reproduction and lifespan: porcupines typically mate once a year, with the mating season occurring in late summer or early fall. The courtship process involves vocalizations, scent marking, and sometimes even physical displays. After a gestation period of around 7 months, the female gives birth to a single offspring, known as a porcupet. Porcupets are born with soft quills that harden within a few days after birth, providing them with immediate protection. They are weaned after a few weeks, but may stay with their mother for several months before becoming independent. Porcupines reach sexual maturity at about 1 to 2 years of age and can live up to 15 years in the wild, with some individuals in captivity living even longer. Ecological importance: porcupines play a crucial role in their ecosystems. By feeding on trees and other vegetation, they help shape the structure of forests and influence plant diversity. In some regions, their quills are used by indigenous peoples for decorative purposes, highlighting the cultural significance of these animals. In addition to their role as herbivores, porcupines serve as prey for various predators, including large cats, birds of prey, and even humans. Despite their defense mechanisms, porcupines are vulnerable to predators that have learned to avoid their quills, such as fishers, a type of carnivorous mammal that specializes in hunting porcupines. Conservation status: most porcupine species are not currently considered endangered, although some, like the Philippine porcupine, face threats from habitat loss and hunting. Conservation efforts for porcupines generally focus on habitat preservation and mitigating conflicts with humans. As urban areas expand and natural habitats shrink, porcupines are increasingly coming into contact with people, leading to potential conflicts. In some cultures, porcupines are hunted for their meat or quills, which are used in traditional crafts. Sustainable practices and education are key to ensuring that porcupine populations remain stable and continue to thrive in their natural environments. Cultural significance. Porcupines have a rich cultural significance in many societies. In Native American folklore, the porcupine is often portrayed as a symbol of protection, caution, and self-defense. Its quills have been used for centuries in the creation of intricate beadwork and other decorative arts, reflecting the porcupine's importance in indigenous cultures. In popular culture, the porcupine's unique defense mechanism has made it a symbol of resilience and adaptability. Its ability to ward off predators without resorting to aggression is often cited as a lesson in the power of passive resistance and the importance of being prepared for challenges. Conclusion: the porcupine is a remarkable example of nature's ingenuity, equipped with one of the most effective defense mechanisms in the animal kingdom. Its quills, behavior, and ecological role make it a fascinating subject for study and appreciation. As we continue to learn more about these incredible creatures, it's essential to recognize the importance of conserving their habitats and finding ways to coexist with them in our ever-changing world. Porcupines are fascinating rodents known for their unique defense mechanism, quills. These large, nocturnal animals belong to the family Erithizontidae in the New World and the family Hystricidae in the Old World. Found in diverse habitats ranging from forests and grasslands to deserts, porcupines are primarily herbivorous, feeding on a variety of plant materials including leaves, bark, fruits and roots. Physical characteristics. Porcupines are easily recognized by their coat of sharp quills, which serve as a formidable deterrent against predators. These quills are modified hairs coated with keratin, making them sharp and barbed. Contrary to popular belief, porcupines cannot shoot their quills instead. They can release them when threatened. Adult porcupines typically weigh between 20 to 40 pounds, with a length ranging from 25 to 36 inches, including their tail. Their body is stout, with short legs and large, curved claws, well adapted for climbing and digging. Behavior and habitat. Porcupines are primarily nocturnal, spending their nights foraging for food and their days resting in trees or burrows. They are excellent climbers and often take to the trees to escape predators or to find food. Porcupines are generally solitary, although they can be seen in pairs during the mating season. Their vocalizations range from grunts and whines to screams, which they use to communicate with each other. Reproduction. Mating season for porcupines occurs in the fall, with gestation lasting about 7 months. Female porcupines typically give birth to a single offspring, known as a porcupet, which is born with soft quills that harden shortly after birth. The mother cares for the young for several months, teaching them essential survival skills, such as foraging and climbing. Diet and feeding habits. Porcupines are herbivores, primarily feeding on leaves, bark, fruits, and nuts. Their strong teeth allow them to chew through tough plant materials, making them a significant contributor to their ecosystem as they help in seed dispersal and the recycling of nutrients. In winter, they often resort to feeding on tree bark and twigs when other food sources are scarce. Ecological importance.